My beloved child, are you truly going to deny me just one precious minute of your time? I see your hurried steps, the burdens weighing heavily on your heart, and the endless voices pulling you away, but right now, in this very moment, pause. Listen closely, for I, your God, am here to speak directly to you. Don't scroll away. Don't miss this sacred meeting. This minute holds your miracle, and I am waiting just for you. You have often walked past my voice, thinking you were unnoticed or forgotten, but I have always been near you. Every heartbeat you have is because I chose it. Every breath you take happens because I love you deeply. You might think you are invisible in a crowded world, but let me assure you, my eyes never leave you. From the very moment you were formed, you were special to me, marked with a purpose only you can fulfill. I have watched silently as you've carried heavy loads, thinking you had to manage all alone. You've tried to push through pain, loneliness, and disappointment, believing no one saw your tears. But I was there, holding each tear gently, counting each sigh, and whispering comfort even when you couldn't hear me. I have walked beside you in every storm, protected you from dangers you didn't even notice, and strengthened your heart in ways you haven't yet realized. My child, why have you hidden your pain from me? Why have you held on to fears and worries, believing you had to carry them alone? I am not here to judge you harshly. I am here to lift these burdens from your weary shoulders. If only you would hand them to me. If only you would trust that my strength is enough for both of us. I promise you, child, my arms are open wide, waiting patiently to embrace every broken part of you. I know there are times when you doubt if I am truly here, when silence feels louder than my promises. But understand this deeply, silence does not mean absent. Silence is the space where your faith grows stronger, where your heart learns to trust in what cannot yet be seen. I have never forgotten the promises I made to you, even those whispered quietly in the night when you thought nobody heard. My promises never fade, never weaken, and never fail. My beloved, today is different. I am asking for your attention right now because something powerful is shifting in your life. A new season is dawning, one filled with peace, healing, and blessings you've prayed for but haven't yet received. You have been patient in trials, faithful in hard times, and hopeful when others would have given up. Because of this, I am preparing something extraordinary, something only you can receive. The time of waiting and wondering is coming to an end. Even as you hear these words, angels are drawing near, surrounding you in warmth, peace, and protection. You might feel a gentle calmness settling in your spirit. That is my presence wrapping around you, confirming this truth. This is no small moment. It is a turning point meant just for you, orchestrated by me from the very beginning. But my child, hear my words clearly. Do not ignore what I am saying. Do not dismiss this as mere comfort. This is a powerful declaration of freedom, healing, and transformation. Every heavy chain of fear, doubt, guilt, and sadness is breaking now. This moment, this message, is your chance to step into the fullness of the life I prepared for you. Do not hesitate. Do not doubt. Trust me fully, even if you don't yet understand how things will change. There will be voices around you, voices of doubt, discouragement, and disbelief. They will try to pull you back, to make you question the reality of this miracle. But remember, those voices have no power over what I am doing right now. Reject them firmly and cling to my truth. Believe that I have chosen you specifically for this moment, this breakthrough. Comment amen if you believe your story is not over yet. I am breathing fresh hope into every corner of your life. Relationships you thought were hopelessly broken, I will restore. Dreams you gave up, I will revive. Your health, your finances, your future, every part of your life is now under my powerful care. Do not fear the days ahead. Instead, walk confidently, knowing that I, your God, go before you. Every step is already prepared, every path already made clear. Now, my beloved, I need you to do one important thing. Release to me all your hidden hurts, all your secret fears, and all your burdens. Say it aloud, or whisper it in your heart, but hand them over to me completely. This act of surrender opens the door wide to miracles you've never imagined possible. Trust me, and watch as my peace floods your heart, washing away all doubt, worry, and anxiety. My child, I am proud of who you are becoming. Even when you stumbled, I love you fiercely. Even when you doubted, my faithfulness remained unchanging. Today, choose to believe my words above all else. Let your heart be filled with the certainty that I am working mightily on your behalf. This is the moment your life shifts, the moment your prayers turn into powerful testimonies. You are my cherished child, deeply loved, forever protected and perfectly cared for. So I ask once more, gently yet firmly, are you truly going to deny me just this one moment? This minute of your time can change everything. Do not let it pass. Lean in, trust fully, and allow me to transform you from within. Remember, this is not just a message. This is my divine invitation, calling you closer into a love that never fails. Accept this gift, my beloved child, and watch as miracles unfold. I created you not for suffering, but for joy, peace, and freedom. It grieves my heart when you hide your pain from me, when you pretend everything is fine, even though I see clearly the silent battles inside you. I hear the cries you do not dare to share, and I feel the ache in your heart, the hurt you try so hard to hide from others. I see how bravely you smile, even when your heart is breaking. You think no one notices, but I see everything. And my dear child, you must know that your pain matters greatly to me. There is no tear you shed that I overlook, no burden too small or insignificant to catch my attention. I notice everything about you because you are mine, my beloved, my treasured child, the one I carefully formed and deeply cherish. I see how you worry about your family, about your future, about your health and your finances. You wake up tired, burdened by fears that rob you of sleep. You wonder if things will ever truly get better. But hear me now, things will indeed get better. I have a plan, and that plan is filled with hope, promise, and blessings beyond your understanding. My timing may seem slow, but it is perfect. Every moment you have waited was shaping you, preparing you, making you stronger and wiser for what comes next. My beloved, let go of your fears. Trust me deeply and completely. Do not try to carry what you were never meant to bear alone. You must learn to lean fully on me. I am your strength, your provider, and your healer. I will not leave you to fight battles alone. I will never abandon you to face storms without shelter. My presence will always surround you, shielding you from harm, guiding you through darkness, and filling you with courage even when everything else seems uncertain. Your worries and fears, your anxieties and doubts, lay them all at my feet. Don't hold back anything from me. Share your true feelings, your questions, your frustrations. Tell me about your broken dreams, your deep disappointments, and the prayers that seem unanswered. I am here to listen, comfort, and restore. When you pour out your heart, I will fill you with peace. When you surrender your burdens, I will give you strength you never knew was possible. I want you to rest in my promises today. Every word I speak is truth. Every promise I give will come to pass. Even when the path looks unclear, trust that I am making a way for you. Even when answers seem delayed, trust that I am working behind the scenes for your good. Your prayers have reached me, your cries have touched my heart, and I have already started working miracles in your life. My child, there is a breakthrough very near to you. Doors that once seemed impossible to open are about to swing wide. Opportunities you thought were lost are about to return, better than before. Relationships that caused you pain will either heal or be gently removed, making space for something beautiful and healthy. Your health will be restored, your strength renewed, and your spirit revived. But there is one thing you must do now: believe. Believe me when I say you are worthy of these blessings. Believe me when I promise you healing and restoration. Believe that your struggles have purpose and meaning. Believe that you are stronger than your fears, greater than your mistakes, and deeply cherished by me, your Heavenly Father. Your faith is powerful. It moves mountains and opens doors. Hold tightly to my words, and your faith will lead you directly into miracles. In this moment, I am breathing new life into your tired soul. I am bringing joy to replace your sadness, peace to calm your restless mind, and strength to renew your weary heart. I am doing something new and beautiful inside you, something that will overflow and touch every part of your life. Trust me completely, for I know exactly what you need, and my plans for you are filled with goodness and hope. Dear friends, if our videos have ever touched your heart or brought you closer to God, please support our mission through super thanks below. Your kindness means the world to us. God bless you abundantly. You are never alone, child. I walk with you each day, step by step, guiding you gently but surely to the place I have prepared. You may feel weak, but with me you will always find strength. You may feel lost, but with me you will always find your way. I am your safe place, your refuge in every storm, your comforter in every sorrow. Keep your eyes fixed on me, your ears open to my voice, and your heart soft towards my guidance. Never forget, my love for you never fades. It never weakens, never fails, never gives up. It endures through every circumstance, every failure, every heartbreak. You are my child, forever marked by my love. And nothing, no mistake, no pain, no fear can ever change how deeply I love you. So today, I ask you gently, but with urgency, lay everything down at my feet. Surrender every fear, every worry, every hidden pain. Trust me and let me heal you completely. Let me lead you into peace and joy you have never known before. For this is my heart for you, to bless you abundantly, to lift you higher, and to walk closely with you every single day. My dear child, I know it's hard sometimes. I know that you've tried to stay strong for so long. You smile in front of others, but when you're alone, the tears come. You feel tired deep in your soul, not just in your body. You wonder if anyone really understands what you're going through, if anyone truly sees the pain that hides behind your eyes. But I see it. I see all of it. And I am not distant. I am near. Closer than the air you breathe. You think you have to be strong all the time, but my child, it's okay to be weak with me. You don't have to pretend when you're in my presence. You can let it all out. Your fears, your anger, your sadness, I can handle it. I am not scared of your feelings. I welcome them. I welcome you. Just as you are, not as you think you need to be. Come to me honestly. Bring your whole heart, and I will wrap you in my love like a warm blanket on a cold night. I know you've been waiting. Waiting for answers. Waiting for change. Waiting for something to feel different. And you've started to wonder if it's ever going to happen. Maybe you've even thought, maybe God forgot about me. But hear me now, know my child, I have not forgotten you. Not even for a moment. I've been working behind the scenes, preparing things for you that you can't yet see. I've been moving hearts, shifting circumstances, and clearing paths. And soon, very soon, you will see what I've been doing all along. The season you are in right now is not the end of your story. It's only a chapter. And this chapter, though painful, is not meaningless. Every tear you've cried has watered the seeds of your future blessings. Every moment of silence, when it felt like I wasn't answering, was me teaching you to trust even when it's hard. Every time you chose to keep believing, even when nothing changed, was a step toward something beautiful. There is more ahead. More joy. More peace. More purpose. I have not called you to live in fear, or shame, or doubt. I have called you to rise, to stand in courage, to walk in love. You are stronger than you think, because I am your strength. You are braver than you know, because I am with you. And you are never, ever alone. I have surrounded you with angels, with my spirit, and with my promise that I will never leave you. I am healing you in ways you don't even realize. I am restoring parts of you that were broken long ago. I am rebuilding your heart, stronger than before. And I am giving you peace, not the kind the world offers, but real peace. You peace. The kind that stays even when life gets hard. The kind that keeps you steady when everything else feels like it's falling apart. Don't give up. Don't walk away from this moment. Stay with me. Keep listening. I am pouring out truth into your spirit right now. I am filling you with hope again. I know it's been hard to hope. I know hope has hurt you before. But I want you to hope again, because I am doing something new. And this time, it won't end in disappointment. This time, it's real. This time, you'll see the answer. You'll feel the shift. You'll live the miracle. Open your heart, my child. Let me in, deeper than before. Trust me with the parts of you that no one else sees. Let me show you who you really are, loved, chosen, worthy, and never forgotten. You are my delight. You are my treasure. And I am so proud of you for holding on, even when it was hard. You don't have to fight alone anymore. You don't have to be strong by yourself. I am here. I will carry you. I will lead you. I will hold your hand through every dark place and bring you into the light. You just have to say yes. Yes to my love. Yes to my help. Yes to the new life I want to give you. Come close to me. Rest your heart. Let me take the weight off your shoulders. I know the way forward, and I promise, it is good. You will laugh again. You will dance again. You will be free. Because I love you. And I always will. My sweet child, take a deep breath. You don't have to rush. You don't have to fix everything today. You don't need to have all the answers. I see you trying so hard. I see how much pressure you put on yourself. But I want you to know it's okay to pause. It's okay to rest. You are not lazy. You are not weak. You are human, and I made you with care. Even I rested after creation. So let yourself breathe. Let yourself just be still with me. You've been feeling like you have to earn love. Like you must always prove your worth to people, and maybe even to me. But child, you don't need to try so hard. You don't have to be perfect for me to love you. I loved you before you ever did anything right, and I still love you even when you make mistakes. My love doesn't depend on how good you are. It's not based on your performance. My love is a gift that never runs out, a gift you can't lose. There are parts of you that you hide, wounds you try to cover, things you hope no one sees. But I see them, and I am not disgusted. I'm not disappointed. I want to heal those places. I want to take the pain and replace it with peace. I want to take the shame and cover it with grace. You don't have to carry the past anymore. You don't have to keep pretending to be okay. Let me into those dark corners. I won't hurt you. I will heal you. Some of you are holding on to anger. I know why. You've been hurt. People have betrayed your trust. You've been used, misunderstood, or pushed aside. And you think if you forgive, it means they win. But forgiveness doesn't mean what they did was okay. It means you're choosing peace instead of pain. It means you're letting me carry the weight of justice. Forgiveness isn't about them. It's about you. It's about your freedom. Let it go, child. Let me help you. Write amen if your life is proof of His goodness. You also feel stuck sometimes, like your life isn't moving forward. You wonder if you missed something or if you're too late. But you haven't missed anything. My timing is not your timing. I am never late. You are right where you need to be. Even when it doesn't feel like it, I am still leading you. Trust me even in the stillness. There are things growing under the surface that you can't see yet. Your time is coming. Doors will open. Answers will come. You are not forgotten. I know you get tired of the fight. You think, why does life have to be so hard? But hear me, every battle you face is shaping you. Not to break you, but to build you. You are becoming stronger, even when you don't feel it. You are becoming wiser, even when you don't see it. I am with you in the fire. And I promise, you won't be burned. You will come out of this brighter, better, and blessed. Do not compare yourself to others. I didn't make you to be like them. I made you to be you. There is no one else like you. And that is not a mistake, it's a design. Stop looking at everyone else's story. Trust the story I am writing for you. It is full of beauty, even if some pages are messy. I know how to turn pain into purpose, loss into love, and struggle into strength. If you feel alone, know this: I am here. Even if everyone else leaves, I will stay. Even if you feel invisible, I see you. Even if you don't have the words to pray, I understand the groans of your heart. You are never alone, not for 1 second. My spirit is near. My love surrounds you. My hand holds you steady. Don't stop believing. Don't give up on your dreams. I gave you those dreams, and I haven't forgotten them. They may look dead now, but I am the God who brings dead things back to life. Speak life over your future. Speak hope over your heart. Speak truth over your fear. You are not finished. You are not stuck. You are moving forward, even if it's slow. I love you too much to let you settle for less than what I planned. That's why I close certain doors. That's why I remove people who can't walk with you to the next place. Trust me when I take things away. I am not being cruel. I am clearing the path for something better. Don't chase what I removed. Walk with me into what's ahead. My dear child, my plans for you are still good. You are still in my hands. Nothing you've done can cancel my love. Nothing the enemy does can stop my blessing. Stay close to me. Listen for my voice. I am not shouting, but I am speaking. In the quiet moments, you will hear me. In the stillness, you will feel me. I know there are days when your heart feels heavy, when you try to smile but it doesn't reach your eyes. I know there are nights when you lie awake, wondering if things will ever change, wondering if anyone really sees how tired you are. I see you. I see every tear you've cried in silence. I know the thoughts you keep hidden from others. And I want you to know none of it is too much for me. You've been trying to be strong for too long. You've held it all together when you were falling apart inside. You didn't want to be a burden. You didn't want to ask for help. But child, I never asked you to do this alone. I never meant for you to carry such weight. I am here. And I am strong enough to carry you and everything you hold inside. Bring me your tired heart. Bring me your fears, your sadness, your confusion. You don't need to have perfect words. You don't even need to speak. Just come. Let your heart lean on me. Let your tears fall in my presence. I will catch everyone. I will hold you close and whisper truth to your soul. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are deeply loved. There is a healing I'm bringing that goes deeper than your body. I am healing your heart, your mind, your memories. I know what hurt you. I know what they said. I know what you lost. And I know how long you've waited for something to feel right again. Let me remind you, I am the God who makes all things new. I will restore what was broken. I will bring peace where there was pain. You don't have to understand how it will happen. You just need to believe that I can. You just need to trust that I am good, even when life doesn't feel good. My child, your story is not over. This chapter may be dark, but the light is coming. The night will not last forever. Joy is rising, and a new day is ahead. Keep walking. Keep holding on. You're closer than you think. I know waiting is hard. I know it feels like I've been silent. But even in the waiting, I am working. Even in the silence, I am speaking. Listen with your heart, not your ears. I am guiding you, even when you don't feel it. My hand is on your life. My plan is still unfolding. Do not be afraid of the future. I already live there. I am preparing the way. I am removing what could hurt you. I am opening doors you never thought would open. You won't miss what I have for you. It won't pass you by. I will bring it at the right time, and it will be better than what you lost. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are not too much. You are exactly who I made you to be. I delight in you. I sing over you. I rejoice every time you turn to me. I don't look at you with judgment, I look at you with love. I am proud of your strength, even when you feel weak. Your life has purpose. Every moment, even the hard ones, are shaping you. I am using your pain for something greater. I am turning what the enemy meant for harm into a story of victory. Nothing you've been through will be wasted. Nothing is too far gone for me to redeem. You can trust me. I won't let you fall. I will let you go. When your strength runs out, I will carry you. When you're confused, I will guide you. When you feel lost, I will find you. You are mine. I chose you. I love you with a love that will never end. Come closer to me now. Don't let fear keep you away. Don't let shame stop you. There is nothing in you that scares me. There is nothing I will forgive. Just open your heart. Let me in. Let me love you in the deepest places. Let me bring peace to your mind. Let me be your safe place. You don't have to try so hard. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just be with me. I want your heart, not your perfection. I want your honesty, not your performance. You are enough, just as you are. I am not asking you to be someone else, I am asking you to be close to me. Stay with me. Talk to me. Trust me. Let me show you how good life can be when you walk with me. There is still so much ahead. So much beauty. So much joy. So much love. Don't give up now. You are closer than you know to everything you've prayed for. My dear child, right now I want you to breathe. Just stop for a moment and breathe. You've been moving so fast, thinking so much, carrying so many things. Your heart feels full of questions, your mind feels tired, and your soul feels like it's been stretched too thin. I see it all. And I want you to come sit with me, even if it's just in your heart. Just be still with me. You do not have to do anything to earn my love. You don't have to fix your life before coming to me. I don't love the clean version of you more than the messy one. I love you the same on your best day and your worst day. When you feel like you're doing great, I love you. And when you feel like a failure, I still love you. My love does not change. My love does not end. There is no mistake you've made that is too big for me to forgive. There is no moment too dark that I cannot shine light into. You are never too far gone. Even if you turned away from me, I would still be here, waiting for you to come back. I am not angry at you. I am not disappointed. I am reaching out to you now, not with blame, but with open arms. Let me hold you. Let me help you. Some of you feel forgotten. You look at others and wonder why they seem so happy while you feel stuck. You wonder why your prayers go unanswered. You wonder why doors seem to stay shut. But child, what you don't see is that I've been working in the background. Just because you don't see the answer yet doesn't mean I'm not sending it. My timing is perfect. And when the right moment comes, everything will fall into place. Don't give up before that moment arrives. I know you try to act strong, but inside you feel weak. That's okay. In your weakness, I am strong. You don't have to pretend with me. You can be real. You can cry. You can ask me hard questions. I will turn away. I will sit with you in your sadness. I will stand with you in your struggle. And I will lift you up when you feel like you can't take another step. You are not a burden. Your needs do not annoy me. Your prayers are not too many. I love when you talk to me. Even the smallest things you care about, I care about too. If it matters to you, it matters to me. You are never bothering me. You are never wasting my time. I made you, and I enjoy being close to you. Let go of the fear that says you will never be enough. Let go of the thought that you have to prove yourself to earn my blessing. My child, I've already chosen to bless you. I've already said yes to you. You just need to believe that I am who I say I am and that I will do what I said I would do. Type amen if Jesus has ever rescued you from despair. I see your heart. I see the good in you that others miss. I see how you keep going when it's hard. I see the kindness you give when no one is watching. I see how you help others even when you need help yourself. And I want you to know I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you. You are doing better than you think. There's healing coming. There's joy coming. There's peace coming. Don't let the current struggle convince you that this is how it will always be. Seasons change. Pain fades. New things grow. I'm already planting new life inside your heart, and you will see the beauty of it in time. So hold on to me, even when you're tired, even when it's dark, even when it doesn't make sense. Just keep holding on, because I am not letting go of you. I am with you through it all, and I'm not going anywhere. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not too broken. You are mine, and I love you fully, completely, always. Before end this video, let's pray together. Dear Jesus, in the hush of this morning light, where the trees stretch heavenward and the path is quiet under my feet, I feel your nearness. I am reminded that you walk with me in stillness as much as in storm. Thank you for the peace that settles over my soul like the mist over these woods, gentle and sure. In the silence you speak. In the calm, you guide. Lord, lead me step by step on this path. I do not ask to see too far ahead, only to know you are with me here. Let my heart not rush past your presence. Let me linger where grace lingers, where mercy meets me gently. Teach me to breathe deeply and trustfully, for you are my shepherd and my light. Today, I release every worry that weighs heavy. I give you the burdens I've tried too long to carry alone. In their place, fill me with your rest, your hope, and your quiet strength. Even when the way feels hidden, help me trust that you are clearing every step before me. I thank you, Jesus, for every gentle moment you gift like the morning sun through trees, like birds in still air. These are your whispers that I am loved, that I am seen, that I am never alone. Help me walk gently with you today, and may my heart find joy not in destination, but in your presence beside me. Amen. If this message touched your heart, type Amen in the comments and share this video with someone who needs to hear it today. My child, this cannot wait. I am speaking to you now because you are standing on the edge of losing everything, and most will never realize it until it is too late. I did not interrupt your moment by accident, and I did not allow these words to reach you casually. I am calling to you with urgency because the ground beneath you is shifting, even if your eyes cannot yet see it. You feel a strange pull in your chest right now, a pressure that tells you this is different, heavier, more serious than the countless voices you scroll past every day. That is because this moment is not noise. This is rescue. This is mercy reaching for you before the fall, before the silence, before regret settles in like a weight you cannot lift. Do not assume this message will return to you. Do not tell yourself you can come back later, or that you will listen when you have more time, more clarity, more energy. I allowed you to see this once, because this moment is your escape, and 99% will ignore it without realizing what they are turning away from. They will shrug, they will doubt, they will mock the urgency, and they will continue as if nothing was said. But you, my child, you feel it. You know something is pressing in on your spirit, something that will not wait for comfort or convenience. This is the window I have opened for you, and windows do not remain open forever. Some close quietly, without warning, and those who hesitated only realize it when the air changes and the opportunity is gone. If you leave now, you will convince yourself it was nothing. You will say it was just another message, just another voice, just another emotional moment. You will distract yourself, fill your mind with lesser things, and silence the unease by staying busy. But later, when the loss comes, when something precious slips from your hands, when peace disappears and confusion takes its place, you will remember this moment. You will remember that I tried to warn you. You will remember the exact feeling you had right now, the sense that you should have stayed, listened, responded. I do not say this to threaten you. I say it because I love you enough to tell you the truth before the consequences arrive. I am desperately trying to save you, not to scare you, but because what is coming will expose who listened and who did not. A time is approaching when comfort will no longer hide emptiness, when routine will no longer protect you from collapse, and when excuses will no longer shield you from the results of delay. Many will be caught unprepared, not because they were unloved, but because they refused to listen when love spoke urgently. I see paths converging right now, decisions forming quietly in your habits, your thoughts, your silences. Every small choice you make is leading somewhere, and some roads, once taken, cannot be reversed without great pain. This is not for everyone. That is why the urgency feels personal, why it feels as though these words are aimed directly at you and no one else. I do not shout like this for every soul. I speak this way when something matters deeply, when time has become narrow, when the cost of ignoring my voice has grown too high to stay gentle. This is your only chance to hear what I am about to say, not because I will stop loving you, but because moments of divine interruption are rare, and they come with responsibility. I see what you have been pushing aside. I see the quiet compromises you call harmless, the delays you label as wisdom, the inner alarms you keep muting because responding would require change. You have told yourself there is still time, that nothing is urgent, that you will deal with it later. But later is not guaranteed, and comfort is not the same as safety. The enemy does not rush you into destruction. He lulls you into sleep. He convinces you that nothing is wrong until everything is already gone. That is why I am speaking now, before damage becomes destiny. You are closer to losing something precious than you realize. It may not be visible yet. It may not have a name. But it is forming, slowly, silently, beneath the surface of your life. Peace, clarity, purpose, protection, intimacy with me, the sensitivity of your spirit, the sharpness of your discernment. These things can erode without noise. Most people do not wake up one day and lose everything at once. They lose it gradually, by ignoring moments like this one. I know you are tired. I know part of you wants to rest, to stop thinking, to stop feeling the weight of responsibility. You have been carrying more than you admit, and ignoring this message might feel easier than facing what it demands. But rest does not come from avoidance. True rest comes from alignment, from obedience, from stepping into what I am calling you to do instead of running from it. I am not asking you to panic. I am asking you to pay attention. You may wonder why I sound so urgent, why there is no softness in this call. Understand this, my child. When a fire is approaching, love does not whisper. When danger is near, love does not wait for a better moment. Love raises its voice, not in anger, but in desperation to protect. I would rather unsettle you now than watch you suffer later. I would rather interrupt your comfort than attend your regret. You have prayed for answers. You have asked for clarity. You have begged me to speak. And now that I am speaking plainly, the temptation will be to doubt, to question, to minimize. Do not make the mistake of demanding a sign and then ignoring it because it does not come wrapped in the form you expected. This is the answer. This is the warning. This is the lifeline extended before the fall. There are things you must stop doing, and things you must start doing, and things you must release immediately if you want to be protected in what is coming. Delay will feel harmless until it becomes costly. Disobedience will feel small until it becomes a pattern. Indifference will feel peaceful until it becomes emptiness. I am calling you now because you still have time to choose differently, to turn, to realign, to step back into safety. Type I am fully covered by your grace if you believe He's your unfailing protector. Do not assume you are exempt. Do not believe that because nothing has collapsed yet, nothing will. Many people thought the same thing. They felt secure right up until the moment everything changed. Security without obedience is an illusion. Peace without truth is fragile. I want more for you than survival. I want preservation, restoration, and life in fullness. But those things require listening when I speak, especially when my voice carries urgency. You may feel fear rising as you listen. That fear is not from me, but the awareness that something matters more than you realized. Let that awareness sharpen you, not paralyze you. Let it move you toward action, not denial. I am not calling you to despair. I am calling you to wake up. I am calling you to choose wisely while you still can. Stay with me. Do not scroll away. Do not close your heart. Do not talk yourself out of obedience. This moment was arranged with precision, and it carries weight because your future is involved. What you do with this warning will echo forward in ways you cannot yet see. I am giving you this chance because I love you, because I see what lies ahead, and because I refuse to remain silent while there is still hope. Listen now. Pay attention now. Respond now. This cannot wait. My child, listen to me now. Not later. Not when you feel calmer. Not when you feel ready. Not when life slows down and gives you permission. This message exists now because the time you believe you still have is not as wide as it once was. I am not speaking to you from a distance, and I am not speaking casually. I am leaning into this moment with urgency because something has shifted, and silence will no longer protect you the way it once did. What you have ignored before, you can no longer afford to overlook. What you delayed before, you can no longer safely postpone. I am speaking now because the narrowing has begun, and every choice you make from this point forward carries more weight than you realize. You must understand this clearly. Time has narrowed. Doors that once stayed open without effort are beginning to close quietly. Opportunities that lingered are now moving. The season where you could remain undecided without consequence is ending. I am not saying this to alarm you, but to awaken you. There was a time when hesitation was absorbed by grace, when indecision was cushioned by patience. That season is fading. Not because I am less merciful, but because what is ahead requires clarity, alignment, and response. I cannot carry you forward while you stand still pretending nothing is changing. This message exists now because what is coming will not wait for you to feel comfortable. It will not pause while you gather courage. It will not slow itself to match your pace if you choose distraction over obedience. I see the path ahead with perfect clarity, and I see where delay leads. I see where silence leads. I see what happens when you scroll past warnings and call them exaggeration. That is why I speak now. That is why I have pierced through your routine and interrupted your moment. This is not coincidence. This is not luck. This is mercy reaching you before consequences do. You did not find this message by accident. Algorithms did not lead you here. Chance did not place these words in front of your eyes. I allowed you to see this because I am extending protection, not punishment. Rescue, not condemnation. You are not here because you are better than others, but because you are willing to feel the weight of truth when it presses against your heart. Many saw the same moment and passed it by. Many felt the nudge and silenced it. Many sensed urgency and drowned it out with noise. But you stayed long enough to hear. Alone tells me something about you. You not mistake mercy for harmlessness. Mercy warns. Mercy interrupts. Mercy raises its voice when danger is near. If you ignore mercy, you do not avoid consequences, you only delay awareness of them. Distraction does not make danger disappear. Delay does not cancel outcomes. Scrolling away does not reset the moment. What you do with this warning will matter, even if you try to forget it. Truth has a way of returning, often at a higher cost than before. You have believed that staying quiet would keep you safe. You have thought that avoiding confrontation, avoiding decision, avoiding response would preserve peace. But silence will no longer protect you. In the season ahead, silence will be interpreted as consent. Neutrality will no longer shield you. What you refuse to address will begin to address you. What you refuse to confront will grow. What you avoid now will demand attention later, often in harsher ways. I am calling you before that happens. I see how easy it would be for you to leave right now. I see the impulse to scroll, to minimize, to tell yourself this is not that serious. I know how quickly the mind looks for an escape when truth feels heavy. But understand this. Leaving now is not a neutral action. Walking away is a choice. Ignoring is a decision. Delay is a direction. Every movement of your attention either draws you closer to safety or further from it. There is no standing still in moments like this. This message exists now because you are standing at a narrowing place. Two paths are still available, but not for long. One path leads to alignment, protection, clarity, and life. The other leads to slow erosion, confusion, and loss you will not see coming until it arrives. I am not exaggerating. I am not dramatizing. I am telling you what I see from a vantage point you do not have. My love for you is the reason I refuse to soften this. Please support our channel. Our work is focused on bringing happiness into your life and helping you grow in devotion to God. If you wish to support us, You can donate through Super Thanks. You have been telling yourself there is more time. You have been saying later, when things settle, later, when I have strength, later, when I understand more. But later is becoming a dangerous word. Later has already cost you things you did not notice slipping away. Sensitivity, peace, focus, discernment, hunger for truth. These do not disappear suddenly. They fade when urgency is ignored. And I will not allow you to drift further without warning you plainly. Seeing this message is mercy because I am still giving you the chance to choose differently. Mercy because I am still offering clarity before confusion deepens. Mercy because I am still calling your name before the noise drowns it out completely. Mercy because some consequences can still be prevented if you respond now. Do not despise this mercy by treating it lightly. Do not confuse patience with permission. You are not being singled out to be frightened. You are being singled out to be protected. I see pressures forming around you. I see influences tightening. I see patterns trying to reassert control. I see the enemy counting on your fatigue, your distraction, your tendency to postpone what feels uncomfortable. And I am stepping in now because if I wait, the cost to extract you will be greater. I would rather warn you early than rescue you painfully later. This is why distraction matters. This is why delay matters. This is why scrolling away matters. Because moments like this are not repeated endlessly. When truth knocks and is ignored, it does not always knock again in the same way. Sometimes it returns louder. Sometimes it returns through loss. Sometimes it returns through pain. I do not want that for you. I want you to respond while response is still gentle. You may feel resistance rising in you. You may feel fear, annoyance, doubt, even irritation. That does not mean this is not from me. Often, the strongest resistance appears when truth threatens to break patterns that have felt safe, but were slowly destroying you. Comfort does not equal safety. Familiar does not equal good. Silence does not equal peace. I am calling you out of false calm and into real security. Listen carefully. What you do after hearing this will shape the next season of your life. Not dramatically in appearance at first, but deeply in effect. Alignment now will save you from loss later. Obedience now will spare you confusion later. Attention now will protect you from regret later. I am not asking for perfection. I'm asking for response. I am not demanding that you understand everything. I am asking that you trust me enough to stay, to listen, to not turn away when it matters most. This message exists now because the hour requires it. The narrowing has begun. The margins are shrinking. The space for indifference is closing. And I love you too much to let you pass through this moment unaware. Stay with me. Let me finish speaking. Let me guide you while the path is still visible. This is rescue. This is mercy. And it is happening now, because now is when it still matters. My child, I need you to hear this with your spirit, not just your ears. You are closer to collapse than you realize, and the danger is not loud, not dramatic, not violent. That is why you have not recognized it. You are not standing on the edge of obvious destruction. You are standing in the quiet erosion that happens when vigilance fades and discernment grows dull. This is not about your body failing or your life visibly falling apart. This is about something far more subtle and far more dangerous. The slow weakening of your inner life. The gradual numbing of your heart. The quiet drifting away from the place where you once heard me clearly and responded quickly. You have assumed that because nothing is visibly broken, everything must be fine. You wake up, you function, you complete your routines, you meet expectations, and you call this stability. But stability without alignment is fragile. Comfort without truth is deceptive. There is a kind of peace that is not peace at all. only the absence of conflict because nothing meaningful is being challenged. That is the peace you have been resting in, and it has cost you more than you know. The danger you face is invisible because it does not announce itself. It does not crash into your life. It settles in. It whispers, "You're fine," when you are slowly losing sensitivity. It says there's no rush, while your calling is being delayed and your purpose is being dulled. It says, "This is normal," while your hunger for me is shrinking and your tolerance for compromise is growing. This is how collapse begins, not with disaster, but with comfort. I see how routine has wrapped itself around you like a blanket. The same patterns, the same habits, the same distractions, the same ways of numbing discomfort. You tell yourself this is just life, just how things are now. But routine has become a hiding place, and comfort has become a sedative. You no longer notice what you once would have felt immediately. Conviction has softened into mild discomfort. Discernment has faded into vague unease. Where you once responded quickly, you now delay. Where you once obeyed, you now negotiate. This is not because you are evil or rebellious. It is because you are tired, and the enemy knows how to exploit fatigue. He does not need to push you into obvious sin. He only needs to keep you comfortable enough to stay passive. He does not need to destroy you in one moment. He is content to steal from you slowly, quietly, piece by piece, while you remain unaware of the loss. Understand this clearly. The enemy works quietly because quiet theft is rarely noticed. He does not arrive with chaos when silence will do. He does not bring storms when sleep is more effective. He dulls your urgency. He blurs your focus. He convinces you that nothing is wrong because nothing feels urgent. And while you rest, he erodes. You are closer to spiritual collapse than you think because your discernment has been numbed. You no longer sense danger the way you once did. You no longer feel the sharp check in your spirit when something is off. You rationalize what you should resist. You tolerate what you should confront. You postpone what you should address immediately. This is not growth. This is drift. You are closer to emotional collapse than you realize because you have learned to manage pain instead of healing it. You keep yourself busy. You distract yourself. You soothe yourself with temporary comforts. But unresolved wounds do not disappear. They wait. They leak into your relationships, your decisions, your reactions. You find yourself reacting more than responding, withdrawing more than engaging, feeling numb where you once felt alive. This is not peace. This is self-protection masquerading as strength. You are closer to relational collapse than you think because false peace has replaced honest connection. You avoid difficult conversations. You suppress truth to keep harmony. You choose silence to avoid discomfort. But relationships built on avoidance slowly rot from the inside. What is not addressed becomes resentment. What is not spoken becomes distance. What is not healed becomes a barrier you pretend is not there. And one day, the gap is too wide to cross without pain. You are closer to destiny collapse than you realize because delay has become a habit. You know there are things I have called you to do, steps you have been prompted to take, changes you have been urged to make. But you keep telling yourself you will respond when the time feels right. Meanwhile, the fire that once burned brightly has dimmed. Passion has softened into nostalgia. Vision has faded into memory. Destiny does not vanish overnight. It fades when it is ignored. This is how everything is stolen solely, not by force but by consent. Not by attack but by apathy. Not by hatred but by comfort. The enemy does not need you to reject me. He only needs you to delay me. He does not need you to turn away. He only needs you to stop moving forward. I see how you have mistaken calm for safety. You have told yourself that because nothing dramatic is happening, nothing dangerous is happening. But the most dangerous threats are often the quiet ones. A body does not collapse because of one missed breath, but because of long-term neglect. A structure does not fall because of one crack, but because of erosion that went unaddressed. A soul does not collapse because of one decision, but because of 1,000 small compromises justified as harmless. You have grown used to living just below fullness. You have accepted a version of life that functions but does not flourish. You remember what it felt like to be sharp, alive, responsive, deeply connected. You remember it faintly, like something from another season. And instead of mourning that loss, you normalized it. You told yourself this is just maturity, just adulthood, just reality. But it is not. It is a warning sign. The invisible danger is that you no longer notice what you are losing. Sensitivity to my voice. Quickness to repent. Boldness to obey. Hunger for truth. Joy that is not dependent on circumstances. These things do not vanish loudly. They fade quietly while you remain busy surviving. Say the Lord himself is my mighty shield if he's guarding every corner of your heart. I am not speaking to shame you. I am speaking to wake you. You are not beyond rescue, but you are closer to loss than you think. And the longer you remain comfortable, the harder it becomes to recognize danger. That is why I am interrupting you now. That is why I am speaking plainly. Because if this continues unchecked, the collapse will not feel sudden to you. It will feel confusing. You will wake up one day and wonder how you got so far from where you started. Do not underestimate the power of small neglect. Do not assume that because you are not falling apart, you are safe. You can be functional and still be drifting. You can be stable and still be eroding. You can be calm and still be in danger. I want you to see what is happening before it costs you more. I want you to recognize the quiet strategies that work against you. I want you to understand that comfort has numbed you, routine has dulled you, and false peace has lulled you. But awareness is the first step back to safety. Light exposes what silence hides. You are not powerless here. But you must stop mistaking stillness for security. You must stop equating absence of crisis with health. You must stop assuming that slow loss is harmless. I am calling you now because this is the moment when collapse can still be prevented, when erosion can still be addressed, when discernment can still be restored. Listen to me. Stay alert. Do not dismiss this as exaggeration. This is love telling you the truth while there is still time to respond. My child, I will tell you plainly why most will ignore this message, even as it speaks directly to their condition, even as it reaches them at the exact moment they need it. It is not because they did not hear. It is because hearing requires humility, and humility is costly. Pride closes ears long before truth finishes speaking. Pride convinces the heart that warnings are meant for someone else, that urgency is exaggeration, that correction is unnecessary. Pride whispers, I am fine, even when the foundation is cracking. And so many will dismiss this message not because it lacks truth, but because it threatens the image they have built of themselves as self-sufficient, in control, and above correction. Disbelief will also blind them. Not disbelief in my existence, but disbelief that I still intervene, still warn, still speak with urgency. They have grown accustomed to treating my words as concepts instead of commands, inspiration instead of instruction. They believe truth should always feel gentle, never confrontational, never demanding. When truth arrives with weight, when it presses instead of comforts, they label it extreme, manipulative, or unnecessary. Disbelief allows them to distance themselves emotionally while convincing themselves they are still spiritually aware. Fear of change will keep many from listening fully. They sense, deep within, that if they take this message seriously, something will have to shift. Something will need to be surrendered. A habit, a relationship, a pattern, a false sense of safety, and fear rises at the thought of losing what is familiar, even if it is slowly destroying them. They prefer predictable pain over uncertain freedom. They would rather remain trapped in known discomfort than step into transformation that requires trust. So they close their hearts not because they do not understand, but because they are afraid of what obedience would cost them. Addiction to comfort is one of the strongest forces keeping people from responding to divine urgency. Comfort dulls awareness. It convinces the soul that nothing must change as long as life remains manageable. Comfort trains people to avoid anything that disrupts their peace, even when that peace is false. They scroll past discomfort. They mute conviction. They surround themselves with voices that affirm rather than challenge. And when a message like this confronts them, it threatens the very comfort they have built their lives around. So they reject it, not because it is wrong, but because it is inconvenient. Resistance to correction runs deeper than most realize. Correction requires acknowledgement of error, and acknowledgement threatens ego. Many would rather reinterpret truth than repent. They would rather debate than obey. They would rather analyze the message than apply it. They look for flaws, tone issues, reasons to discredit, anything that allows them to remain unchanged while feeling justified. Correction feels like loss to those who do not yet understand that it is actually protection. This is why ignoring divine urgency has always been humanity's greatest downfall. From the beginning, people have ignored warnings because they did not align with their desires. They dismissed urgency because judgment seemed far away. They delayed obedience because consequences did not arrive immediately. They mistook patience for approval and silence for absence. And history repeated itself again and again. The pattern never changes. Warning comes. Delay follows. Consequences arrive. And regret comes too late to prevent loss. My child, understand this clearly. Ignoring truth does not stop consequences. It only postpones awareness of them. You cannot scroll past reality. You cannot delay outcomes indefinitely. You cannot silence truth without cost. The consequences of ignoring divine urgency are not always immediate, which is why so many are deceived. They assume that because nothing happened right away, nothing will. But consequence is not always sudden. It is often cumulative. It builds quietly, layer by layer, until the weight becomes too heavy to ignore. Many will ignore this message because they believe they are exempt. They think warnings are for the broken, the immoral, the obvious failures. They do not realize that the greatest danger often lies with those who appear stable, functional, and successful. Pride convinces them they are above collapse. Comfort convinces them they are safe. Routine convinces them they are grounded. And all the while, erosion continues unseen. Others will ignore this message because it threatens their narrative. They have constructed a version of themselves that cannot be questioned. They have invested years in justifying their choices, explaining away their delays, defending their compromises. To listen now would require admitting that some of those choices were wrong, that some delays were costly, that some compromises were dangerous. That realization is painful, and many would rather protect their narrative than their future. Some will ignore this message because they are tired, not physically but spiritually. They are weary of introspection, weary of conviction, weary of being called higher. They won't rest, but they seek it in avoidance instead of surrender. They mistake numbness for peace and disengagement for healing. And when urgency reaches them, it feels like a burden instead of a lifeline. They do not realize that ignoring the call will only deepen their exhaustion. Others will ignore it because they are distracted. Their attention is fragmented, their minds overloaded, their hearts divided. They have trained themselves to consume quickly, react briefly, and move on immediately. They are uncomfortable with sustained focus, deep reflection, or prolonged conviction. A message like this requires stillness, honesty, and courage. Distraction offers escape from all three. Some will ignore it because they fear being wrong. Admitting that they should have listened sooner, acted earlier, or changed course is uncomfortable. It challenges their self-image as wise, discerning, and aware. So they choose denial over humility. They tell themselves they will address it later, when they can do so without admitting error. But later rarely comes. My child, do not follow the pattern of the many. Truth has never been embraced by the majority. Urgency has always been dismissed by those who benefit from delay. Warnings have always been mocked until they were fulfilled. The fact that most will ignore this is not evidence that it is false. It is evidence that it is costly. I am not asking you to judge those who ignore this. I am asking you not to join them. Learn from history instead of repeating it. Recognize the traps that prying, comfort, fear, and resistance set. Understand that truth does not adjust itself to human preference. It stands, whether acknowledged or not. Type "I trust God's perfect timing" if you believe delay is only preparation, not denial, and share this video.